Okay, we're rolling. So
I said the right thing.
So try to keep it PG or at least make the attempt. We're out here live action episode 3 of Toasted Talk with the co-hosts Travis and Nate. I guess we didn't do one yesterday, so we'll just cover days 2 and 3, right?
Days 2 and 3.
Okay, I guess let's just start with day 2. Talk to me about day 2. Can you guys remember anything about that, or have you slept since then?
Well, I'll start off. It was same thing as day 1.
Mm-hmm.
So trails got beat out, worn out.
Not like a good beat though. Not like a nice rutted.
No,
beat.
it was
like super dusty, deep, like
silty.
You just really, I wouldn't say out of my element, but a little out of my element. Not really.
A lot out of my element.
Yeah, not what I'm the best at.
Yeah.
You know?
Just hammered.
Yeah, I just, especially the cross test, I just didn't quite show up like I wanted to. You know, I mean, but that's that. I can't complain too much because I'm in France. You know, shredding along, hanging out with my friends and meeting people that share the same hobby. So life's good for sure, but
Yeah.
it'd be even better if I could perform a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at on that.
Nate, what were your thoughts on day 2? Anything that stick out?
I mean, the first test of the day I really liked. I was having good times in that test, but
Your cross test?
yeah, I'm having good times in all my cross tests, but the woods test or enduro special tests are the ones I'm struggling with.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, that stuff was beat up day 2, and we're gonna run it 2 more days.
yeah. Oh, you talking about the one that we?
Yeah, the day 1 that you're talking about
Yeah.
on
The
yesterday.
Dude, I thought it was
Or
good
Day
though.
1 on yesterday.
The one we ran 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, you're just doing it backwards today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember driving along and I pulled in there and I was like, man, this looks familiar, but like, where have I seen this before? And I was like, oh, this is just that same test, just backwards.
Dude, so what'd you think running that test backwards so all the lines like don't flow?
Right. Yeah.
Coming into some of the corners and like the line like sweeps way out there.
Way out there.
And you're like, I don't know, it's super weird just seeing all the lines.
It just seems
Flipped.
like berms, like from my perspective, at least in the cross test, just keep getting pushed out more and more and more and more wide.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't tell you how many people I saw take out stakes, take out ribbons just from the berm getting just pushed out to Narnia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think they even widened it actually.
I think they widened it too, because there was one spot I came out and there was like one banner on both sides.
Yeah.
Like they just taken
They widened it by like 20 feet or something.
Yeah, it was super wide.
But,
They can widen all they want, but unless they make the corners closer in, they're gonna be rough. Yeah, and there's big rocks, big rolly rocks.
yeah.
Yeah, they're there. Just kind of add to the element, you know. It's not
You
like
just
not
kinda-
only is it concrete, there's also giant rocks like laying
You're
on
like
the concrete.
constantly sliding and being
Yeah.
bucked around,
Yeah,
but
yeah, dangerous really, but.
Dude, day 3, test 1, the step up. You guys, I saw you guys. You both sent it.
Yeah, I seen it, dude.
Dude,
What's
good deal.
crazy is when we were walking it, it looked massive. You like walked up it, and then you walked. It's like a step up, but there's like up.
No, there's like
Up.
it's like a step up triple deal.
Up
Yeah.
again.
Whatever you
right?
wanna call it, yeah.
So walking that was cute.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think it was gonna be bad, if you cased it, but so I was like, worst comes, I'll just case it a little bit, be fine. But no, there were some people out there that cased it today, and there's pictures and videos, and they did not end up well.
Yeah, it was not good.
Dude, I would see people like barely case it. Like, I mean, like you came up like, I mean, literally that short. But I'm telling you, Nate, I saw people come up like that much short and dude, freaking buck them to the moon. I mean, it was scary.
Yeah.
I didn't see anyone crash. I never saw anyone crash, but I saw a few people come very close to death.
Yeah.
On
So
that.
yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna make sure to hammer it as hard as I can.
Yeah.
So I OJ'd a little bit. I hammered it all the way off. That's probably one of my best tests. I think I was top 10 overall on that one actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
that's one where it was actually dry, or not dry, where it was not dry. There was some moisture involved.
Some trashing to be had.
Did you make it up that big hill?
Yeah. I shift down. I had to shift down first, like halfway through it, but
Yeah.
there's like multiple steps in it, you
Yeah.
know. So
Oh,
you're-
like a tiered hill?
yeah.
And there's
Okay.
not a real good
So
line up to it.
yeah, like you kind of like there was no good run up. So you start in second and you're like ripping up it, and you kind of like wheel the first couple bumps, and then you like lose all momentum, shift down the first, and then every other tier and bump after that you like go in every one. You're like all the way up this hill.
Really?
And it's like it's a pretty big climb. I don't know how.
It just goes on a long time.
Yeah, so
it's gonna be gnarly come tomorrow.
Yeah,
dude.
I kind of got pushed. There's like a line, there was kind of a line like straight up it. I kind of got pushed way to the right.
I pushed to the right a little bit.
Yeah. Just with it wide open, just trying to make it.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah, just making it up the hill.
Just pegged.
Just wide, yeah. Dude, so we rode one special test 4, special test 3, the sketchy enduro one.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was that the one that like started over here, ended over here?
Yeah.
We pretty much just rode into the mountain.
Really?
So like,
dude,
pretty much like riding with like people back home, Chadwick, riding the quad trails that are just freaking rocky.
Just hammered, yeah.
Yeah, just hammered, rocky, or like riding out in Colorado where it's just trail riding. We're racing on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can see how that could get real sketchy real quick.
We're trying to sprint on it.
They like had some of these roads set up where there was like 300 yards of roads, like a straight like gravel road, but they like put a hay bale on one side of it, so you had to go around the hay bale, right? They kind of basically just slowed down a really fast section.
Yeah, like speed checks.
Yeah. And then I swear every single one of them had a huge rock like right in the middle.
Yeah, smacked your foot peg.
Smacked your casings and foot peg and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be cool.
I remember the last one, like, because there was like one hay bale, you like go around, and there was another one. And like the last one, it was like the rut went right into the hay bale. I remember shoulder checking it.
There's nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Like we'll be in the same rut tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
like,
it's gonna be terrible.
There's no like you're gonna you have to be in that one.
Yeah, there's one line to it. So.
Yeah, and everyone hit it, and it's really loose. So it'd be sick.
What was your guys' favorite test of the day? If you had to pick one.
I like test 1.
Test 1?
Yeah, I like test 1.
Test 1 looks sick.
Test 1 was sick, dude.
What's test 4? Sorry. I liked it a lot too. It was another cross test. It was dry, hard pack, and you could just. It was like all the corners. You're just like flat tracking around.
See, that test was cool because I was able to get you guys in 3 spots. I could get you guys on the start and then like another like section over there and then the finish. That test looked cool.
Yeah, I've been really liking those cross tests.
That one looked like it got a little dusty though.
It was but it was easier to flat track than like that test that we've ridden 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Because that one has like rock in it. But
yeah.
This one had no rock in it, so it was like much easier to like be more consistent.
Yeah.
Like you can carry.
Let the rear end slide out a little bit.
Yeah.
And wouldn't get yourself in too much trouble.
Yeah. So yeah, the other test with the rock in it, trying to slide the rear, like just skips.
Yeah.
Bunch. So, but that was my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite was definitely 1.
Your favorite was 1?
I just struggle on the cross test, man. I had fun on 4, but I just don't feel as comfortable not being able to like drop into some.
Did you run into a banner or something? I saw you like digging a bunch of stuff out of your wheel after 4.
Yeah,
for a while.
4, I wadded a banner up pretty good.
Really?
I spent quite a bit of time getting it out actually. Making me a little nervous, actually.
Yeah.
How much time I spent, and then I got lost actually.
Oh, is that the one you got lost on?
Back, I'm just shredding down the road.
Just trying to make up the time.
And I got with some street biker riders, and I guess I was waving or something. Just I don't know, and I just blew way by it.
Yeah, just missed an arrow.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to like realize that? You know, like when do you realize you're lost?
Well, so they don't mark the roads very good, so a little bit actually. Yeah. To like, man, it's been a minute. I haven't seen an arrow. Maybe I should freak out and turn around. That's what I did. Yeah.
Then you freaking
freak out, turn around, and
you
just pin it.
You pin it until you see riders coming at you, and you're like, oh, there's a turn. So
I've done that twice now at this event. Yeah.
Dude, and what happened to you today? Almost taking off on the wrong minute.
No, dude. Yeah. Just had an airhead moment. I was freaking. I'd been riding transfer trail with this guy all day long. He was on the minute behind me. So I pull up, kill the motor. I'm like trying to talk to him, and all the way across my pits, I hear my dad. He's like, "Drive us!" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Go!" I'm like, "Huh?" And I look at my time, and my minute's like 40. I think it was like 2:01 or something, 2:09. No, it was definitely 2:09. And I looked down, it's 2:09, like 35 or 36. I'm like, yeah, I better go. I'm gonna be late.
So I think it was time check 4 or 5. I kind of had a similar deal. I went down there, or no, I was running a little late with my pit and everything. And as soon as I got down there, I was like, before I go into the time check, every time I always look at my card and make sure that's the time I go in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was, let's say I was supposed to go in at 12:35.
Uh-huh.
Well, the time was 12:35 and like 45 seconds. And I'm like trying to fish out my card to make sure that's the time I go in at 12:35. I'm like, and I couldn't get it out to see it, so I was like freaking out. And I finally see it, and I was like, okay, yeah, you go in at 12:35. So I shoved back in real fast, and like I went in with like 10 seconds to go. So I was like, let's not do that again. But
yeah, that's so scary.
So how many miles did you guys end up doing today?
I started on my watch. I think I saw 160.
160. I thought I heard someone say 170.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Something like that. I don't know. My watch was starting and stopping all day, so I'm not sure if it got all of the miles or not.
Your tire changes and everything go well today?
Dude, I don't know.
Any hiccups?
I don't know what's been in the air. I broke a rim lock. I over tightened it yesterday, but
Was it the front?
Obviously.
Oh yeah, the medium jersey with the extra large sleeves. Is that what it is?
Sleeves, yeah.
God, that'll happen, dude. That'll happen.
Yeah, just yesterday over tightened and I heard it cracking and I told my dad, I was like, we should probably get a different one, just have it ready, and I took it apart and sure enough it was broke.
So have you had any like major issues with your bike yet?
Yeah, my brake light stayed on.
Yes.
Yesterday. It stayed on yesterday. I have a switch on it where it's supposed to only come on whenever I hit the brakes, right?
Yeah.
But I guess the switch stuck. And impounded the bike yesterday with the brake light on. So
That's scary.
Actually, when I got to it this morning, the light was still on.
Was it really?
Yeah. But I went ahead and put a different battery in it. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
It's a minute. You know, if it doesn't start, it's a minute.
Yeah, I was getting nervous because I knew Nate was a minute ahead of you, and like I was setting at test 1. Nate comes by. I'm like, please, Travis, show up. And then by the grace of God, you showed up. I was like, oh, good deal.
Yeah.
But I got nervous there for a second for you.
But got her fixed.
I changed foot peg spring.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah, I had to
That's
put a spoke.
difficult to do.
Yeah. I had to put a spoke in this morning.
Yeah.
I broke one yesterday and noticed it when I was pitting yesterday, so I did it this morning. Put a spoke in.
Is that the only like freak bike stuff you guys have had to deal with as far as mechanicals?
Yeah, I've been pretty fortunate. It's a little like the rocks stick up pretty high. Like it'd be easy to ruin a rotor or a chain guide.
Yeah, isn't that what happened to Huck? Isn't that what he said was the chain guide?
Yeah, and I could see how it could happen. You could be riding in the trail where you're supposed to be, you know,
and just clip something
I think
funny.
it'd be really easy to like bend a rim too.
Yeah,
because some of like you'll be riding along on the gravel roads and whatnot, and you'll just you can't really. I mean, some of the dusty ones you can't see that well.
Yeah.
And you'll just smack a square edge rock, and you can just feel it like hit metal to rock on your rim. It's like
that's
terrible
scary.
feeling.
the bars with the vibrate thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
like the baseball bat.
Like
Yeah.
a baseball bat to a mailbox.
Yeah, it just rings your hands.
God, that's scary.
Ding. Like the cartoon kind of.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So,
but yeah, that happened a few times today actually. I was actually early riding a transfer. I come around this corner just standing up, and I was looking. I think I was in space, and it's all of a sudden the ass end just boom, dude.
Yeah,
I was going like pretty good too.
Yeah, it rained on us yesterday evening.
Yeah, how was that
like
riding back?
No, it didn't rain on us. It hailed.
It hailed on us like 1/4 inch hail.
Like it looked like it snowed in the woods. How much hail fell on us?
Really?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it covered the ground.
Was that scary riding back? I got to imagine it
It was
was.
just painful, really.
Yeah, it just wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't scary.
Did the roads get slick?
Yeah, they did get slick.
Yeah, I actually crashed on the road yesterday. I got lost and was late.
Uh-huh.
And I was just shredding these roads, and I come up and there's a turn,
Mhm.
and I lock them up, got the thing sideways, and I'm trying to let the clutch out, and I'm like, nope, and I just slide all the way off the road into the ditch, and it just stands me up.
Really?
Yeah. It was like, cool. That could have been bad.
But yeah, so yeah, it rained on us, hailed on us yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and those transfers that we rode this morning, they were kind of slick.
Yeah. They
Really?
were
Like,
really slick.
Yeah, like
And we went uphill, too.
Yeah, like going through rock gardens, and you just like I don't know what these tires were running that we're having to run. It like as soon as you like catch one rock and like start to slide and skip,
Yeah.
they just go.
They never,
Oh, really?
They
Yeah.
never hook back
Yeah,
up.
and they never hook back up.
Oh, that's
funny you
scary.
say that because I noticed that too. It's like you need to be on it, almost just
Uh-huh.
let off on the rocks if you can.
Yeah,
Just
almost
try
come to a
and-
stop and like take back off.
Yeah.
Like, because
Yeah.
they don't hook back
They're
up.
not gonna hook back up.
So,
Yeah, but
You guys looking forward to tomorrow?
yeah,
We're halfway through the event now, right?
Oh yeah.
We're halfway through the 6 days.
After tomorrow, we'll only have one more day, which I've heard is supposed to be the most difficult day.
5.
Mm.
Yeah, day 5.
Like not physical or anything, just like the trail is gonna be.
Yeah, I've heard from a few people day 5 is going to be gnarly.
So we walked one test in day 5 that was freaking gnarly. You walked that one too.
Was it the one with the ski jump and the cross test part, and then you dive into the woods and
Well-
there's like that gnarly downhill?
That one and the very first one that we walked. Remember how it had like the road gap?
Oh, are you talking about like the very first
The
trail
very
we walked?
first one we
Oh,
walked.
yeah.
All the
Okay.
big drops and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I remember one, it was like a downhill rocky with rain ruts.
Yeah.
I was like, sheesh, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What's the forecast looking
I know,
like?
that's what I was thinking when we were talking about this. Is like,
Because I know they've been calling for rain, and then rain doesn't show up, and then they say there's not going to be rain.
Yeah.
Friday's
I don't think anyone really knows.
Yeah, no one really knows, but Friday's 90% right now. So that could make things interesting on the last
Mhm.
day.
Yeah.
But
Do you think that would play in your guys' favor?
I don't know. I think so.
I think it's just
I think so because the first test today was the dirt was sick, and I feel like we turned it up.
yeah.
You know, I don't know. We talked about it on the last podcast. I just don't think that turns really develop normally in a sprint enduro scene.
Yeah, because
people are
everyone's
just
just
sprinting, pushing so hard.
Everything is as soon as something like a berm starts to develop, it gets blown out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
oh yeah, I can definitely see that happening.
especially when it's real dusty. You know,
yeah,
if it's
Yeah.
real muddy and you kind of have to check up a little bit, lines will develop.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
If
Yeah,
it's like slower to like, if it's slower to sprint and you go off and crash because it's slick or whatever, a rut will turn up. Like I've ridden a sprint enduro or two where it like turns up super sick, you know?
Mhm.
But these like, you know, this kind of event where it's really dry,
yeah.
it just doesn't.
Well, I think test 1, or the test that we've ridden 3 times or every single day, it's had moisture and it's developed like an outside line all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed just watching it. It looks like just a bunch of outsides.
Yeah, but that's about it.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm in between gears on that one.
Really?
Yeah, it's like first is so short, and then I click second, and it's like a little too much. Not too much, but it just like it's like by the time I'm in second, I have to shift down to first again.
Really?
Really
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I'm
What year are you riding that test in?
second and third. I second out of every corner, and then third shift back down going into the corner.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of Huck, though, he cursed me because he was complaining about his bike hitting neutral a lot. And I was like, oh, that's weird. My bike hadn't really done that.
And
then
let me
started doing
guess.
that.
Let me guess. You hit neutral a few times
Yeah,
today.
yeah, I
Yeah.
experienced neutral a couple times.
That's the worst when you're moving. You accidentally click it and ugh.
You don't realize how much you're anticipating the bike coming on.
yeah,
Until
Yeah.
you
how
hit
much
it.
like you
Yeah.
flex your body forward
Yeah.
and like prepare for the acceleration, and then when there's no acceleration, it just
Yeah. Let you know.
You're already going for it, and then it throws you even more.
Yeah.
It's,
When you do that fender kiss.
yeah, the old fender kiss.
The old fender kiss. That's how you. Yeah, that's when you know your bike's making power. But on that sketchy one, dude, did you get? I heard you talking earlier. Did you come to a complete stop on that hill? It's like super rocky, technical, and you're like kind of coming up a gravel road a little or a dirt road a little bit on a test, and it's not too bad. Then all of a sudden it just hard left,
yeah.
and it just up this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
screwed that turn up. I like just didn't get any run, and it was like already silty, and just couldn't get any drive.
Right.
And there's rocks, and I just got a little sketchy, and like just
Buried
came
it.
to a stop. Had to take back off, so that really blew my time there. Actually, the guy that started the row behind me, he caught up to me there. But once I got going, I didn't let him by. I was, yeah.
He wouldn't let you buy.
You know that long uphill after that though,
Yeah.
where we talked to that Belgian guy.
Yeah.
Dude, my 350 was eating
I
all
got
the way up that. I gapped him all the way up that hill.
Did you?
Yeah, he was on me, and then when I got to the top and we turned right, I had put like 40 yards on him. Like,
Oh,
really?
wow.
yeah, like gapped him big time.
That's
So.
crazy.
But
Did you ever ride with the dude with the YZ with the aluminum tank at all?
yeah,
That 125 sick.
yeah, it is a cool looking bike. Remember him saying he said he had it like special made for this event.
Really?
And I was like, my thought was like, you can just buy a big tank
Just
for
get
this. But I was like, maybe they don't have. Can they not buy IMS big tanks over here? I don't know.
I don't know. I think bikes are just made different over here. I think like Sherco's, Betas, all those other brands that I can't think of off the top of my head.
It's a YZ 125, so there's multiple
it's
brands of tanks out there for it, and he had this custom aluminum tank made, big tank.
Yeah.
I was
It's
like,
trick though.
it's cool looking.
No, I know the exact one you're talking about.
Yeah,
That bike's trick.
Dude,
it's
what?
cool looking, but I was like, seems like a lot of work when you can just buy a big tank.
I wonder if you could buy a Fantic plastic kit for a YZ.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you talking
You know
about
what I'm talking
Fantics? Yeah.
The
Yeah, you get
Fantics are Yamahas.
Oh yeah, they're Yamahas, but
I wonder if the Fantics just come headlight, taillight. Like if you buy them brand new like that.
I don't know.
Nah, I don't know.
They've got to be
That's
a
a
little
fair-
different
that's a fair
because they've
question.
obviously got to have a stator and everything. Or
Oh, that's right.
run the
I didn't think
headlight.
about that.
yeah,
Well, why is he 125 with a button?
that'd be cool.
That'd be a cheat code,
That'd be a
dude.
cool bike.
That'd be a good bike for
Yeah.
sure. Or just a YZ 2-stroke in general with a button.
Just yeah. I mean, it's only 2022.
Yeah. Just waiting on him to make that move, you know.
Yeah, but maybe not. Maybe it won't ever happen. I don't know.
Maybe a hydraulic clutch too.
I'm fine with the cable clutch, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think cable clutches are sick.
It's less maintenance.
What are you talking about?
How often do you bleed your cable clutch?
Okay, but how often do you change a cable?
That is true. You change the cable 40 hours?
I was gonna say 30. I mean, you have to lube it by then.
Yeah.
Oh, I lube mine all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
No, you don't, dude. I've pulled this guy's clutch. He
Oh,
never-
get out of
that thing
here.
has never
I
seen
do
lube.
about
I don't know
3
what you're
things of
talking
bike
about.
maintenance to my bike, and that is one of them. Okay? It's like lube the chain, cable, air filter, maybe like adjust the chain depending on how crazy I'm feeling.
I think you're accidentally lubing the rotor or something. I've ridden your bike and it does not stop. That clutch is.
Trav, you have never rode my 250F.
Yes, I have.
When?
I rode it at a track, I think, one day. Maybe I haven't ridden your 250F. Maybe I rode the YZ.
You rode my 2-stroke when I had the Recluse in it. And that clutch was the stiffest thing in the entire world.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
And then I took the Recluse out and it was a little better. But I probably needed a cable though, to be fair.
I think you're right.
But I don't think you haven't rode my 250F. I know for a fact you've rode my 2-stroke. There's GoPro footage on the channel of you riding it.
Should have set some grass tracks up this year and rode them. So you almost can't mimic those
No.
kinds of.
Those tests that we're
The
riding.
only way you could do that is to go race races like that.
Yeah, go race sprint enduros, which I want to do so I can get better at sprints.
Yeah,
But
but you can't. I mean, the only way to mimic that would be ride it like literally 10,000 times
Oh, 100%.
and like tear it up every time you rode it. You know.
yeah.
No, the test gets so hammered, dude. I don't know how you guys are doing this for 6 days.
It's not like a rutted hammered though, you know.
Yeah.
It's just
It's a different kind of hammered.
It's just.
it's a frustrating hammer.
It really
It's just
is.
It's
a
so
frustrating
frustrating, like-
kind of beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole thing of like not getting drive out of corners because it's just so silty,
Yeah.
and like trying to get drive on hills, like, and you're just it's frustrating.
Yeah.
So,
I even rode the bigger bike this year, hoping I'd like get like a harder drive out of some corner. I rode 250F in Italy,
Uh-huh.
and it was really dusty, just like worse than.
No, I remember seeing videos of ISD last year, and I was like,
And I would just freaking cob that bike, and it would barely move. And 350 is really just about the same.
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, back home I run the traction control on my
Oh.
bikes full time,
Yeah.
and over here, I rode it on traction control at the practice day. Thought it was a little weird, and then after day 1, the final test, I turned it off, and it was like way better without it. I think these tires were running like the knobs are so small, you have to have that wheel speed, just like.
So is that tire deal just like a rule for the event? You have to run a specific
that's
tire?
I think all their events.
Really?
That they like European events, they have to run those tires.
Interesting.
So
a lot of weird just little rules.
You
know what I mean? To an event like this.
You're not allowed to run bark busters, like the wraps.
Wraparounds.
You're not? Really?
Yeah.
Like tear bark off trees or whatever.
Very interesting.
Isn't that weird?
So in past years, people have ran them. There's probably still people running them this year, but it is a rule stated in the rule book that you're not supposed to run full wraparounds. Very
interesting. Seems like full wraps aren't nearly as popular as they once were.
Yeah.
For some reason.
No, I see next to nobody running full wraps, just in general, let alone at at a Euro event like this, you know.
I took them off this year.
Yeah, we really just see wraparounds in Missouri.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah,
no joke.
So,
you guys got anything? Any other points? Anything else you want to cover?
Just trying to think. No.
Just try to get it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn it up a little bit. We'll see.
Get feeling right.
Survive through that one test. There's a test out there that is dangerous.
Yeah.
There's turns off these huge downhills, one line. You just have to
Is that test 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could easily blow them 3 minutes in that test if you were to miss one of the good berms.
Really?
In one spot in particular.
And if you just blew and went off beside the mountain, you'd probably spend longer than 3 minutes trying to get back on the trail.
Yeah.
That's so gnarly.
Yeah, it's super gnarly.
Oh, well, good deal. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 3, Toasted Talk. We'll get back at it tomorrow. Wait, day 3, right?
Yeah.
So tomorrow, So tomorrow we'll get back at you at day 4. See how the boys are doing. We'll catch you in the next episode. Good deal. We're calling it. Good deal. Good podcast.
Hey, see tomorrow, little boy, you gon' learn. All them pretty bitches, Leo.